late, like considerably late. The problem is, A, I got stuff to do tomorrow. B, I woke up early this morning. C, I want to be up early tomorrow. So, I don't know. We'll see. Might be able to get away with it, but failing that, I might start the stream early tomorrow if I can. I've got a couple things I still need to get done. Otherwise, I don't know. We'll figure something out, but I do want to get some PvP in. Probably be playing mostly the Su-27, unless I can get on the Cold War server, in which case I'll be flying the MiG-21. Ah, yes, my internet dropped. Interesting, okay. That would explain why I got disconnected. So I do have the occasional internet hiccup now and then, usually when I'm streaming. It doesn't generally happen when I'm not streaming. It's annoying, but this is still the best internet connection I've ever had in my life, so I guess I shouldn't really complain too much. Like, expecting a connection that just works, forehead, all the time in this country is pretty much a fool's errand, so one that works 99% of the time is good enough.
You got it. ICS comm check. Roger that.
Okay, looks like all the lights are on and working. Fire lights are working.
Ready to start.
Alpha computer, Mark Suite programmer, and engine instruments, flight instruments, all good. I do run that test just on startup while I skip the others because that's a quick and easy test to do while Jest is setting up stuff in the back, whereas the others are very time consuming, comparatively speaking. Where's my Oxy? There it is. My seat, I just armed, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. So that's done. TACAN. Radio. Hey Dust Drive, you didn't miss much. I flew into a shit pile of Su-27s, got my shit pushed in, and then my internet had a bit of a hiccup. So this is only going to be my second fly out of the day, and the first one didn't last very long. Radar's working, so I'll set that. Just leave Jester to do his thing for now. I think he automatically starts fine aligning now. I think there was a patch that dropped, like, overnight or something. I don't know. Did they Cobra me? No, I had them visual briefly. I was trying to be a bit more conservative with my Phoenixes than I usually am, so I was holding them till quite close. I was going to try and blap the A50 that they were guarding, That went out the window when they just firewalled their throttles and came straight at me and the other Tomcat with me. They splashed him while I was evading their missiles. So by the time I was launching Phoenixes, they were already within range with their R-27s, and it just didn't go well from there. I got popped. Right as I was about to dive into cover behind a mountain as well, so I nearly made it to safety. Nearly. Just wasn't quick enough, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. Looks like he's starting the alignment now. Ah, stab orgs. Those are useful. I'm going to go ahead and preemptively set the autopilot to hold me level, because I'm going to use that and cheat with the trim once I'm in the air. What joystick I have? I have a... Oh, that was a mistake. I have a Warthog. It's a good stick. I have only a few complaints about it. Most of them are not the fault of the stick. One is the fact that because I mostly fly Warsaw-packed aircraft... Oh, there we go. Whoops, I accidentally unplugged everything. Good shit. Because I mostly fly Warsaw-packed aircraft, the button layout isn't really ideal, but it works. And the other one is just because there's no force feedback, I can't feel the aircraft, but... I don't think there's any full-on HOTAS stick with force feedback, so that's something I can't fault it for. The feel of the stick is good. It's good and like solidly built. You don't even need to mount it to the desk because the thing's so fucking heavy. It's a good stick. Okay, now I need to probably restart SRS because it's going to flip out that my shit got unplugged. Yeah, so I originally had like a really ancient Logitech stick that my uncle gave me when I was about 10 years old. I flew with that until it basically broke. Then I got a, I think it was a Logitech Extreme 3D or something like that. It was one of the relatively cheap sort of force feedback sticks. Didn't have many buttons on it, you know, just had the one little slider throttle and a stick base. And it was alright. It was pretty good for World War I and II sims, which is basically all I played back then anyway. Force feedback is something you really want with older aircraft. After a lot of heavy use in IL-2, I burned the motors out, like literally burned the motors out, and then the stick was just slop because the centering spring wasn't real strong because it was relying on the motors, right? So I got myself a Cytec X52 Pro, which was a really good stick for a couple of years, and then it did what most Cytec sticks do, and it just broke. Mechanically, the stick is fine. The centering spring is a bit funky. It probably needs some grease, but like mechanically it's fine, but electronically it does some weird shit. Plugging that stick into my computer caused none of my browsers to be able to connect to the internet, even though I still had a working internet connection and could connect to Steam, could talk to my friends, could play multiplayer. And it would also cause my PC to not shut down properly when I tried to like shut it down. It wouldn't do it. I'd have to hard reset it. Don't ask me how a joystick can break that kind of stuff, but it did. So I stopped using the X52, which is a shame because it was really well set up for World War II sims, because you've got these two rotaries with like strong center detents on the throttle, which I used for rudder and pitch trim, and I kind of missed those. But anyway, I've still got that stick. It's sitting in a box behind me. But after several years without a working joystick and not playing flight sims, I just got to the point where I was jonesing so bad I had to buy a new stick. And at the time I was fairly cashed up compared to what I usually am. So I thought, fuck it, I'll invest in a good stick now and I won't need to worry about it for another like 10 years. So I bought the Warthog, bought myself a pair of pedals, although they're not really great pedals. I kind of want to replace them when I have money again. But yeah, the stick's really good. I'm tempted when I do have some cash to pick up the Verpil T60 stick, Or sorry, T-50.
Ready to taxi.
Because that can plug into the Warthog base, although you lose, I think, a couple of buttons functionality. And that's set up like a MiG-21 or F-27 stick. So I'm tempted to get one of them as well, but that's like way off in the future. The Warthog's perfectly good for what I need it for. And I've just interrupted my own startup, so I'm probably going to forget like half of the procedure here. What was I doing? It's restarting SRS, that's right. And I accidentally started my second... I started a second instance in my chatbot instead, because I am such a pro streamer. What's my favourite aircraft from World War II in Sims? I'm going to give you a meme answer. It's the Spitfire. Probably the Mark 8, to be honest with you. Specifically the Mark 8, just because it's like the ultimate, I think, expression of the Spitfire. The Hurricane goes pretty well. She's not a bad bird. The Mosquito is really nice. Like, single engine is Spitfire, twin engine would definitely be the Mosquito. But all of the RAF aircraft in general are nice to fly. They handle well. The cockpits are laid out well, make sense. Visibility's good. They're good. German aircraft are kind of hit and miss. The early 109s have shit-awful cockpit layouts, crap visibility. They're really touchy with the handling. I don't like them. The later 109s are a bit better. Like, the 109F is pretty decent. For reasons that I am able to only guess at, the Germans didn't bother putting artificial horizons in their fighters until about 1941, 42. So that kind of works against them. But the late war German cockpits are quite nice, like the FW190 and all of those, because everything's color-coded, they're laid out nice and cleanly, and usually they got decent visibility. American cockpits are a fucking nightmare because no two aircraft have their instruments in the same place. Even like the P-38, the instrument layout is literally reversed from, I think it's the P-38F to the P-38G, or it might be the E to the F. It's one of the variants. Literally the next variant that comes out, they swap the engine instruments and the blind flying panel on the instrument panel. And the gun sight sits in a really awkward place that obscures, I think it's your altimeter or something, or your airspeed indicator. One of the really important ones that you don't want to be obscured by the gun sight. Soviet aircraft are pretty nice too. I really like the Yak-3. The Yak-3 is a beautiful plane, and its only real disadvantage is that it has this slightly concerning tendency to delaminate its own wings in high-speed dives, and high-G maneuvers, but you know, it's just because wartime restrictions on materials, right? The Soviets had to use plywood. Once you get into the late or post-war Yaks, like the Yak-9, 9U, and the Yak-3 with the VK-107 engine, they are beautiful aircraft. Well laid out cockpits, incredible handling. Like, they are probably the Yak-3 specifically is probably the only World War II fighter I would consider as being an equal of the Spitfire in most regards. What am I up to here? My displays are on, my wing sweep isn't set yet, my external lights are set, my oxygen should be on. Is my radio on? Yeah. See, I have a memory... Well, I have a short-term memory like a goldfish. My long-term is excellent. But my short-term is horrible. So if I get interrupted at all, or if I like have just a random intrusive thought while I'm running through a startup, I forget it so easily. And lose where I'm up to and usually find out at the worst possible time. Seats armed. Oxygen's on, radio's on, TAC end set, both engines on. Rad alt is on, because I tested it before. Altimeter should be set already. Backup ADI is uncaged. We are aligned. Okay, I will get Jester to set AWACS frequency. Oh, don't worry, it's fine. It's all good. If you didn't say something to make me distract myself, I would have distracted myself. It's all good. I mean, I'm here to talk to you guys. I'm not just here to play the game. If I wanted to do that, I'd just do it without firing up the stream.
Copy.
Okay. Just double check external view to make sure the ground crew didn't forget to put anything on. Ha! They did! Where are my Phoenixes? And I bet you they will not arm me. I bet you anything they will not arm me when I've got the engines running. Like watching me because I tell you what I'm doing and why? That's a pretty nice vote of confidence. To be honest with you, I don't know what I'm doing half the time or why I'm doing it. So, when I do have something in mind, that's why I say so. I used to stream a lot of, well, correction, I used to play a lot of World of Tanks. I used to play with a fairly big streamer at the time. I couldn't stream back then because my internet wasn't good enough, but I used to put up videos on YouTube, and I'd always try and explain what I was doing and why, because the main problem with a lot of players in that game was they didn't know why they were doing things, and so, like, in a team game where everyone's only got one life, it's kind of important to know what you're doing and why. Even if it's a bad strategy, a bad strat executed well is better than a good strat that's just executed poorly, or everyone doing their own thing. So I kind of got the idea from back then that it's always a good idea to tell people, like, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm doing it. And then, I suppose one other thing that I do, which probably a lot of people do, but I'm particularly good for it, is I have a really, like, careless, aggressive, reckless playstyle in every game I play. But after I make some huge mistake and get myself killed in a really dumb way that I should have seen coming from a mile off, I will tell you why I should have seen it coming from a mile off. Like, I have the benefit of instant hindsight. As soon as I know I fucked something up, I can detail where I went wrong and why. It doesn't help me any, because I'll probably go make the same mistake again in 10 minutes, but hey, it's a learning experience, I guess. Okay, so we are set to AWACS. I still feel like I'm missing something, but all the warning lights are out, so I should be good. Krasnodar Center traffic, Circus 14 taxis runway 9 for south departure, Krasnodar Center. Any second now I'm gonna get a hey, what are you doing? Oh, I remembered! I remembered to disconnect everything. It's a miracle. I do need to make sure those Phoenixes are on there though. Why is my turn radius so bad? I really do have to plug the MiG-21 steering again. Having the differential braking makes it so much easier to predict what your turn rate's going to be. Like in the Tomcat, and in a lot of aircraft it seems, the turn rate with the nose wheel steering is highly dependent upon both your speed and various other things. Like I think the Tomcat steering might be a bit more sensitive when the wings are in oversweep, but I don't know for certain. I haven't read the manual. Yeah, so it takes some getting used to, but the MiG-21 is so simple because I know how hard it's going to turn. I know the right distance I need to brake to get a turn to work. And you don't have the same amount of overhang over the nose gear that you do in the Tomcat or the Su-27 when you're in the MiG-21, so you can judge your turns much better. That's the autopilot disconnect. That's not the button I wanted to press. One of the other issues I have is that the bindings on the HOTAS are so different between an American aircraft and a Russian aircraft. I just, without thinking, pumped my pinky switch on my joystick, which is my wheel brakes on all my Russian aircraft. That isn't on this, that is the emergency autopilot disconnect. The only brakes I have are the parking brake down there and the tow brakes. I know nothing about aircraft, but know armor mech infantry warfare like the back of my hand, just waiting for a good tank sim. Oh, I used to play, when I was a kid, I used to play M1 Tank Platoon 2. I love that game. I do want to get Steel Beast at some point, but it's really expensive and I'm perpetually broke. That is definitely on the list of things I want though. Armor 3 with mods like RHS kind of scratches that itch, kind of. Not quite fully though. And then there's like all your sort of janky, obscure Russian sims like, what is it, Steel Armor Blaze of War, I think it is. It's the one I've got where you can drive a T-62 or a Fatten or a Chieftain. That's a pretty good one. It's just the interface is like really bizarre and archaic and designed by someone that probably played a lot of Dwarf Fortress in their childhood. So I can't make heads nor tails of it. Okay, everything should be set, so I want to get my wings swept out. Just make sure no one's on the final for either runway. Looks good. Krasnodar Center Traffic Circus 1-4, entering, lining up, and rolling runway 9 for south departure, Krasnodar Center. IL-2 tanks does look promising. A friend's been keeping me posted on that. It looks really, really, really good. I just got to remember to actually reinstall it, and I don't remember which modules I have, because I bought Battle of Stalingrad back when it was in pre-order, right after they announced it, and I've never played it. Like, I just haven't. When I originally bought it, I didn't have a working joystick, and then my PC wasn't good enough to run it, and then I just didn't get around to setting up controls. So I do want to play that at some point. I will have to install it. Half the problem is I've got that many games and that little time to devote to them. It's very hard to catch up. Is tanks available yet? I think the KV-1S and the Tiger are available. Because a friend of mine sends me screenshots
Friendly
of him playing them all the time.
090, 1 mile. And a friendly Bra 105, 32 miles. Angels 30. And a friendly 2-ship Bra 125, 51 miles. Angels 8. Pucker time. And a friendly Bra 110, 76 miles.
Excited.
Angels 25.
Krasnodar Center Traffic Circus 1-4, clear all runways and departing to the south. Krasnodar.
Friendly 3-ship Bra 225, 1 mile. Angels 2.
Trim on this thing is fucked up at the moment.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1, request bogey dope.
Sticks in the way of my HSD.
Roger.
I guess AWACS isn't talking to me today again. Good shit.
Okay, there's a friendly 220, 61 miles. Angels 14.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1, request bogey dope.
I almost get the impression some of these player slots are bugged, or the AI AWACS isn't fully working with the F-14, because sometimes it responds and sometimes it doesn't. And then sometimes it only talks to Jester.
Okay, there's a friendly 085, 103 miles.
To,
Angels
Jester,
14.
when I've got
Friendly
Debo in the back.
Sentry. 10 o'clock. 15 miles.
I like the hesitation and mistakes that he makes. It just makes him feel that much more like an actual person. He does have the occasional Microsoft Sam moment, but all told, Jester is really well done. He sounds pretty natural. Really, the only complaint I've got with Jester is it's kind of easy to get him to bug out, and if you interrupt his startup procedure before he does the alignment, you're fucked. And then the other one is sometimes he doesn't talk to you enough. So when you get into a merge, he at times can be a bit too quiet. Okay, so that'll be friendly AWACS, I'm pretty sure.
We have a friendly 095, 103 miles, Angels 10.
I really don't know what I've done to AWACS to get him to hate me. Should be on the right channel. 1330 is AWACS on here. 134 for a human AWACS, but I don't think there's one on. There usually isn't. It's something I've noticed. The number of human AWACS in GCI players has been pretty abysmal for the last, what, month or two. Very, very rare to see them on, whereas I used to see them all the time on Georgia War. I don't think like the first couple of weeks I played this server, I don't think there was a single time I was on without a human AWACS. And now, you just can't find them for love nor money. And they are so much more useful than the AI. The AI AWACS is fucking worthless. It would be more useful if it told you the current bearing, like the current direction of an enemy aircraft, where they're heading, whether they're climbing, descending. That shit a player can tell you. That shit that an actual, player would tell you. But you get an instantaneous readout of where they are right now, not which direction they're pointing, not which direction they're going to be pointing in 10 seconds, not whether they're climbing or descending. So, I mean, you could kind of fudge it if you had the AWACS fire off 2 or 3 sets of bras on the same target within a couple seconds of each other, but even that's not an ideal solution. Get this thing up a little higher and then trim it to fly level.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1. Request bogey dope.
Is he still not talking to me? Let's go and double check the frequency. I'm sure it's 1330. AI AWACS Overlord 1330. Unless he's heading back to base or something, I don't know. Radio's on both. Oh, start a bit of a descent there. She feels like she's buffeting, and I'm not entirely sure why, but it does concern me slightly. I guess it's because I'm transonic. Probably.
Nails, 11 o'clock.
Back off the power a bit. Oh, here we go, Su-27s. Oh boy. So I'm going to just cheat the trim for a second here by telling the aircraft to auto level.
170 at 7,000 flanking. Colt 8-1, Overlord.
If I can.
097 for 170.
Hello, yes. Can I engage the level autopilot, please? I'll reset it.
096 for 160 at 7,000 flanking.
Okay, I think we're level now. Trim the HUD.
Overlord, Bra 096 for 160 at 7,000 flanking.
Not sure if this guy's even in range.
Unable.
Yeah, no, I don't think he is.
Roger.
We're on 200, I think.
Overlord, Colt 8-1. Request bogey dope.
Goddamn AWACS, still not talking to me. And is my autopilot... Ah, it disengaged itself, I think. Please? Please behave yourself? No. I'm on the cruise setting. Oh, I'm an idiot! SAS disengaged itself, or I accidentally disengaged it myself, I'm not sure. Oh, look at that, like magic. And the AWACS still will not say a word to me. Something going on over here. Looks like these guys are attacking some ground targets by Min-40. Which is about where we had that engagement before, around Kislovodsk.
Colt 7-1, Overlord, clean.
Clean. Well, we're in an F-14, so we've got endurance for days. We can stay up here and wait for something to appear. And admire our beautiful VF-111 skin. That sound. The engine sounds in this module are incredible.
Friendly,
The only thing
Bra,
is-
120, 96 miles, Angels 28.
A lot of the modules in DCS have really, really good engine sounds, but the way DCS handles Doppler effect makes them sound kind of like
There's
gamey
a friendly,
when you're in the flyby camera.
105, 98 miles, Angels 28.
I guess it's kind of hard to describe, but IL-2 had very much the same problem, and there's a big sound mod released for IL-2. This is years and years ago. IL-246, so the old one. Someone released an engine sounds mod, which
We've got a
actually
friendly 3-ship, Bra, 335,
made it
12
sound
miles, Angels 3.
almost like a recording of an air show. Like, the sounds were that good. There was no really sharp Doppler effect like most flight sims have. It was the more gradual progression. You had all the sounds of the prop, the sounds of the different tones of the engine as it passed. It sounded like a real aircraft. And I wish more sims, either vanilla or at least through modding, had sound that good. It's always a flyby camera. Like, they can have the best sound in the world, but it's always the way that the Doppler effect is simulated that seems to let them down. I don't know why.
Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra, 147, for 150 at 22,000 knots.
147 for 150.
Overlord, Colt 8-1, request bogey dope. 147
Oh,
for
oh.
150 at 20.
He's talking to me. Maybe he was temporary off the air or something. Alright, well, we will head that way.
Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra, 142 for 150 at 23,000 knots. Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra, 142 for 140 at 24,000 knots. Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra, 143 for 140 at 23,000 knots.
I'm out in the US, we just got F-35 Squadron, they scream. One of my biggest regrets in life is that I didn't get a chance to go back to the UK while XH-558, the last flying Vulcan, was still airborne. She's grounded now, she's well past her fatigue hours and no one will insure her. So her flying days are over, unfortunately, but they did restore her and have her flying for a number of years. And the sound of a Vulcan at full power is incredible, just this ungodly howl. It sounds like some kind of dinosaur. Like, really, it sounds like something from Jurassic Park. It is the most incredible sound. And it's unfortunately one that nobody is likely to hear in real life ever again. plenty of recordings of it at least, so it's not one of those, you know, really awesome sounds that's been lost to history, but it certainly isn't going to be heard live again. Not unless somebody can somehow get one of the other Vulcans running in airworthy condition. There's a couple that are in fast taxi condition, but getting a Vulcan to taxi and getting a Vulcan to actually fly are two very different things. They are incredibly complex aircraft.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1. Request bogey dope.
Ah, we're back to being given the silent treatment, it seems.
Colt, 8-1. Overlord, pop-up group, 077. Fort 100.
He's on the deck.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1. Request bogey dope.
Someone popped the VIP transport.
Bandit, Bra, 140, 93 miles.
Colt, 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 137. Fort 100.
Wilco.
26,000.
Locking, target, 89 miles.
Colt, 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 135. Fort 100. At 27,000. Flanking. Enfield, 6-1. Overlord, Bra, 105. Fort 190.
Don't tell me.
7,000.
Womp. No Phoenixes. Yeah, so the ground crew apparently don't rearm you when the engines are run up in this, like the Flaming Cliffs 3 aircraft, which is going to be a serious pain. So we are down
Target,
to
82 miles.
2 Sparrows and 2 Sidewinders. Good meme. I bet this is an SU-27 as well, so getting that close to him is going to be suicidal. So I guess next time before I taxi out, I better damn well double check that I've been given my full weapons loadout.
Target, 74 miles.
It's not even like the airfield doesn't have any. There's like, I don't know if they're unlimited, but there's certainly like thousands of Phoenixes in supply, so we haven't run out. It's just that the ground crew wouldn't put them on for whatever reason. 26,000 feet.
11 o'clock, he's locking us.
Oh, hello. Hello. We got a couple of SAMs down off our nose there. Out that way. Well, I'm not worried about them yet.
Target, 66 miles.
Radio check 253.
Loud and clear.
Alright. So this
Target,
is the common
57
channel, right?
miles.
I want to talk with my homies here. I can chat on 253.
That's what it's there for.
I normally play blue flag, so I'm
Servers
If possible,
SRS.
don't move units in JTAC. If at all possible, it costs more money.
Target, 48 miles.
Wait, what? You were, somebody spoke over you. If possible, avoid moving more than like one unit or a few at a time in JTAC mode. Whatever. Oh yeah, no, I won't move anything. I'm just trying to figure out what you guys are doing. Current objectives are probably Sakumi on the coast and
he's walking at
Nalchuk
11 o'clock.
and Mozdok up in the north near mid-building. Central objective is As one. Capturing that
Target,
sets to part
40
one.
miles.
Okay. So Beslin.
Is he the closest? Yeah, he is.
Wilco. Got him, STT.
Yeah, the Vulcan's engines just sound incredible. It's once you put it into about 90 to 92% power, that's when the scream starts. And because the Vulcan's got such powerful engines, like the Vulcan
Target,
for a
32
bomber,
miles.
for a bomber with a combat weight of like 80,000, 100,000 pounds, something like that, the Vulcan is an incredibly agile aircraft. It's got a fighter stick in it, not a wheel. And it could actually outmaneuver a lot of...
It actually shows you specific unit locations.
It could actually outmaneuver a lot of interceptors of its era. And apparently they used to make a mockery of the Americans repeatedly during exercises.
Oh shit, this is actually really cool. Yeah,
because it's so powerful, a lot of the time when it's at low level, like during an airshow display, they won't be running it at full power, they'll be running it at idle. So you get these bursts of engine power where it just starts howling, and then it cuts out all of a sudden, you hear this whistle, because they put the engines into idle. It's something else. It is really something else. Like, watching a video of that thing doing a mock-up bomb toss is... You would not believe an aircraft that big and that heavy could fly like that. It's an unbelievably just graceful, agile aircraft.
Copy that.
So I'm going to guess this is either
10 o'clock, he's blocking us.
SU-25... Oh wait, is
Target,
this an F-5?
15 miles.
This is probably an SU-25 going into land at Sakumi, because that is still enemy held. So I'm not even sure if it's worth wasting a Sparrow on him, to be honest with you.
That's a SU-25.
Yep.
Okay, there's dirt, 12 o'clock.
No, it might be worth it. I don't want to get hit by a SAM. I could always land at Godauto or Sochi to rearm.
Okay, switching to PSTT. Mud, 11 o'clock.
Fuck it. Bit of turbulence there
Watch
from
out,
the missile's
Singer, 11
wake.
o'clock. Fights on. Missile, missile, missile. 2 o'clock low. Hot. Brake right. Missile, 2 o'clock low. Hot. Brake left. Lock, lock.
Yep, that was inevitable. Try not to overstress the airframe, don't want to lose my wings. Okay, we defeated one.
We have a friendly 2-ship. Bra, 330. 109 miles. Angels 2.
Thank you, ground crew, for nearly getting me killed by not loading Phoenixes.
Spike, 6 o'clock.
I do want to try and get a shot on that guy, though.
Spike on our nose, 12 o'clock. Bandit, SU-25, 12 o'clock, 3 miles.
3 miles?
Yeah, I'm liking this map. This is actually really...
Singer, 12 o'clock.
Oh shit! There he is.
There's not that much left at us.
Oh, you son of a... I lost the watch. 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sam, 6 o'clock. Hot.
Lost him. May have overtaken him.
Eight o'clock.
There we go.
2 o'clock low.
Compatible with the lantern pod? Yeah, it's currently in progress. They're almost done with it,
Bogey,
apparently.
Biggin. 11 o'clock low. 1 mile. Shoot him, shoot him!
Here are full lantern functionality. How? We're not quite sure, but they said that he'll use lantern fully. I would think it would be cool too if you could play as Jester only.
We're on a
and
stick.
then actually
Johnny and Chrome.
have,
Closing.
an AI pilot fly the plane for you. I think that'd be cool too. They should.
Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra 11444.
We're right on the stick. Light them up. Closing. Singer, 6 o'clock.
Colt 8-1,
There we go.
Overlord, Bra 113450 at 5,000 knots.
2 o'clock low. Shit, I lost lock.
Bra 134460 at 22.
Spike, 5 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
He's still flying fucking Su-25s, man.
139460 at
6 o'clock.
That's the friendly Vigan,
Colt 8-1, Overlord,
I think.
9 o'clock.
3440 at 9,000 knots.
Yeah, that's the Vigan, pretty sure.
He's right in front of us.
Where is he?
110,445 at 6,000 knots.
Let's see him.
Ten o'clock.
Hasn't credited me the kill, so he hasn't crashed.
11 o'clock.
Come on, Su-25, where are you? There we
We
go.
locked a friendly. 12 o'clock.
That ain't him.
Overlord, 13450 at
12 o'clock. 12 o'clock.
That
Closing.
is-
Colt 8-1, Overlord,
4 o'clock low. Spike, 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock low. He's coming right.
I'm gonna overshoot badly here.
Watch it. Friendly. 10 o'clock. Singer, 1 o'clock.
Try and loop back around onto him.
8 o'clock high.
He's not even smoking, the little fucker. I got him with a good, solid burst
6
of
o'clock.
guns, too. Friendly Vigan's just ignoring him. Mind you, I guess the Vigan's not really set up
7
for
o'clock.
dealing with that.
7342 at 2,000 flanking.
11 o'clock.
Can't see
Fly
him.
there, land first. Part of it is clogging because if the people were all spawning there,
Missile,
probably
12
be a
o'clock.
mess.
Hot.
That's probably going for the
Missile,
Vigan.
12 o'clock. Hot.
Fuck is
You
this
got
guy?
this. Shoot him. Closing. You've spiked a buddy.
Fucks.
On his 6. Go get him. Closing. We locked a friendly.
Oh, he's right. He's impossible to see until you're right on top of him. He's in here somewhere. I just saw a shadow. He's not above me, is he?
Oh shit, lost the lock.
There he is.
4 o'clock low.
God, he's so slow. So slow and so hard to see
Singer,
against the water.
6 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Two o'clock.
Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra 04847 at 12,000.
On his 6. Go get him.
Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra 00646 at 13,000 flanking.
Keep coming, keep coming. He's on our nose. Close it. Flash.
Hit him. He's still
He's on
flying.
our 6. Let's get rid of him. Oh, really? I lost the lock.
428 at 22,000.
He's on our 6.
Colt 8-1,
6 o'clock.
316 413.
Sam. 6 o'clock. Hot. 8 o'clock.
Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra 32949 at
Sam. 6 o'clock. Hot. 6 o'clock.
Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra 129424.
Nail. 7 o'clock.
Where's he gone? I saw think I saw a sparkle over the water. I don't know.
421 at 29,000 knots. Colt 81, Overlord.
I'm guessing that's him. Yeah, that's him.
43 at
Fuck him.
2,000 Colt.
That had better kill him. I will not be impressed if it doesn't. Come on, I got a Sam coming right at me.
Flash!
Finally! Right, now I can get out of here.
24,000 knots. Colt 81, Overlord. 06.
They lost the lock, shit! Spike, on her 4 o'clock! Sam! 6 o'clock. Hot! There's a bandit 3 ship, Bra, 100, 9 miles, and a friendly 2 ship, Bra, 345, 98 miles, Angel 17. There is a bandit 3 ship, Bra, 080, 7 miles.
Loud and clear.
It works.
Circus 1-4, Splash 1 SU-25 by Sakumi.
There's dirt, 7 o'clock.
Is my TACAN actually set up? Should be.
Missile, 5 o'clock. Break left.
Is it for us?
Overlord, in field, 6-1. Request bogey dope.
I don't see it. Can you still stick your head out? Yeah, you can, kind of.
Overlord, Bra, 101, 416 at 22,000 knots.
Okay, where am I? I want to head 283 for the carrier. I think I'll head out to the carrier and try and land on that, because I do need every bit of practice I can get with carrier landings.
Got a spike, 5 o'clock.
Oh shit. We got company.
Uzi 5-1, com check.
Loud and clear.
Reagan.
Colt 81, Overlord, Bra, 066, 411.
Okay, level her off and let her fly herself.
Colt 81, Overlord, Bra,
Hey, Cookie!
031, 430.
Likewise, man.
28,000.
Spike, 4 o'clock.
Colt 81, Overlord, Bra, 047,
Yeah, I probably should have had ECM on there, Dust Drive, but I have no idea how to use any of that shit. I think you need to tell Jester to set it up, and I don't know how to how to set it up. ECM is, to me, the thing that annoys me when I'm in an SU-27. I have no experience of using it otherwise. But we survived it. Oh, dude, congratulations!
Heads
Holy
up,
shit.
nails, 5 o'clock. Missile,
Attack
5
her.
o'clock. Hot. Break left.
You sure, Jester? It's probably at the, Vigan or at the guy behind us. It's probably at dead current, I reckon. He's probably evading that. Yeah, that'll be for him. Should be over that ways. And I can't see it, so it's not coming for us. Flying kinda sort of the right direction. TACAN hasn't
Friendly.
picked this carrier up
290,
yet.
100 miles.
I guess
Angel
unless it's in the
16.
reverse mode. Where's my TACAN shit over here? Does this work? Does this do the thing? Shame I can't tap the fucking glass to make sure it's actually working. Should be working. It's on transmit receive. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like it's giving us distance, and it is kind of sort of right. Wait, hang on. Yeah, no, I don't know. Does the F-18 DLC have a
There is a
reality
friendly
jam? I am not
340,
certain. I don't have the
101
F-18.
miles, Angels 22.
Don't understand the F-14 for shit? Or DCS for shit? Yeah, me neither. I'm still very much learning it. This modern air combat stuff is weird on me. I'm used to World War I and II stuff. Is that off the nose? That'll be friendly coming out from the carrier.
Overlord, Uzi, 5-1.
This is our bird today. Heading about the right way. I need to try and get out flying again, especially since it's starting to cool off. The weather is going to be perfect for it. During the summer here.
Alright, nails, 5 o'clock. And a spike, 5 o'clock.
During the summer here it gets quite bumpy, where I usually fly, just from all the thermals off the ground, and the weather can be a bit unpredictable. During the winter it's really nice. Still air, no thermals, just beautiful. I want to get my license at one point to be a private pilot, but shit happens. Yeah, I'm still a student. I'm doing recreational, not a PPL yet. That'll be way down the track probably. But I haven't got round to doing my check flight. I haven't flown for about a year, so I'm going to probably need to... I've got about 50 hours. I'm probably going to need to do about another 20, 25 at least to get back into the swing of things. Because you can remember stuff, but it's such a perishable skill, you lose it so fast. Like, even if I went for a month without flying, I would realize, oh shit, I've forgotten so much.
1-4, are you on comms 253?
Yeah, I'm on comms.
Can you confirm if there are any radar-guided SAM sites currently at Sukumi that I'm not seeing?
Yes, I believe there are.
Request picture.
They're slightly inland from the airport, from what I could see.
Copy. Do you know what the type is?
Stroa at the asset I'm taken out.
Not offhand, no.
Copy.
What's the plan for today? Well, the plan for immediately right now is to head back to the carrier, try not to kill myself landing on it, and pick up some new missiles, since the ground crew at Krasnodar were so kind as to not give me any Phoenixes right as I was about to fly into an air-to-air engagement. So I'm going to rearm there and then come back up, see if there's anything to kill. A bit later on I might do some MiG-21 stuff. I might also do some Su-27. We'll see how we go. Man pads? I don't think those were man pads. Well, they could have been, I guess, but I'm pretty sure they were radar guided, because I was getting the SAM radar tone. And Jester was calling that they were singers, not just missile. I think there's a mix of both, to be honest. Does the helmet art change with the aircraft? Yes, it does. Each aircraft livery has a helmet file in it too. That's actually true of most aircraft in DCS, so I've got a couple of custom MiG-21 skins which also change the pilot's uniform for different countries. So for instance, my Yugoslav MiG-21 skin changes the pilot's overalls to blue with the RVI PVO eagle on his shoulder, and my East German ones changed the overalls to, I think, like dark blue or something. What I really kind of want for the MiG-21, or maybe for the 19,
Friendly,
is the old-fashioned
Tomcat, 3 o'clock,
fucking
high, 6
spaceman
miles.
helmet and the Soviet G-suit without the coveralls over it, because that setup just looks so awesome. It looks like something off a 1950s sci-fi comic book, or out of like Fallout concept art or something. It's awesome. Okay, where are we relative to the carrier? We're about halfway there. Bit past halfway.
Overlord, in field, 6-1. Request bogey dope.
When would you say Russian aircraft are good for beginners, or do you have a recommendation? Yes, I would say they're pretty good for beginners. The MiG-21, as far as full fidelity modules go, and to an extent the MiG-19, although it's a new release, it's got some issues that need sorting out. They're easy to learn. They take like 2 minutes to start at most. They're quick to start up. There's not a lot to them. There's not a whole lot of systems management. They're easy to fly as either the original role as an interceptor or ground attack, but at the same time you've got a simple aircraft that's easy to fly. It's also really difficult to fly well, and it can become a real handful if you try and fly it as a dogfighter. So you've got both ends of the difficulty scale in the one aircraft. So the MiG-21, I would definitely say, is a very good first module if you're looking to get into full fidelity stuff. The Flaming Cliffs 3 aircraft, like the MiG-29 and the Su-27, are relatively simple, while also being very, very capable. The Su-27 especially is an incredibly capable aircraft in this game. So I'd say they're good, yeah. There's definitely a lot less fiddling around with systems than there is in the US aircraft. Particularly things like the Hornet and the Harrier. You just spend so much time, and the A-10 especially, fucking with MFDs, and you have to have like 50 different HOTAS bindings memorized. Oh, it's a nightmare. I haven't even tried the A-10, to be honest, because it's just too intimidating. I can't deal with that. I haven't really flown the Harrier either. Even though I have it, I've flown it like twice, and I didn't even use the weapons. I just tried out its handling a bit. The other thing is they're quite tolerant of rough handling, damage-wise. So you can make some pretty hard landings, and the aircraft will still be in mostly one piece. Schnarr, good morning, and Pom, thanks for the host, which I somehow missed. I think my alerts are playing up on me again. That should have triggered the host alert, but it doesn't seem to have. That or I missed it, I don't know. Anyway, for those just joining, I had a bit of a set to with the ground crew. They told me they were giving me Phoenixes, and they didn't give me Phoenixes. So when the time came to shoot a Phoenix, I realized I had none. So I'm just flying out to the Stennis now to do some practice landing. And if I survive my attempt at landing, I'll pick up some more missiles. I shot down an Su-25 and was reminded how insanely difficult the Su-25 is to actually kill. I put in a solid cannon burst from close range straight into its fuselage. It didn't care, it just jettisoned its weapons and turned around and kept flying. I put a Sidewinder into it. The Sidewinder it kind of detonated high right, so I can understand why it didn't kill it outright. But it still kept flying. A bit of debris fell off and it kept flying. And then I had to come in again, and it was on final for Sakumi at this point, and there was quite a few angry SAM sites at Sakumi, so I didn't want to guns it again. I had to pull in and make like a minimum range Sparrow shot. That was the last missile I had left. Aside from, I got one Sidewinder? No, I shot both Sidewinders. So I had one Sparrow left, made a minimum range shot with the Sparrow, which smacked right into the thing and finally killed it, right as it was coming in basically over the fence at Sakumi. And then I had to dodge about 3 or 4 missiles from the SAM sites there. So could have had a better result, but at least I'm on the board with a kill. I did have, it's not showing now, I had one death earlier before my internet dropped out and I had to restart the stream. I saw an A-50 and thought I'd go kill it, and kind of neglected to realise I was getting a bit close to the fighter escort, and an Su-27 popped me before it could get into cover. Did the warping, rubber banding finally cease? I haven't seen it happen yet today, but it's probably still an issue. This server's been having that problem for 2-3 months now. It's been ongoing. They don't seem to have solved it no matter what they do. I don't know what's causing it. I think it might just be the mission files too big or not set up well. Because I've noticed I don't get game freezes in Hoggit. Like, the game runs smoothly, but then it rubber bands sometimes, whereas in Through the Inferno, the game freezes every 30 seconds or a minute, but I don't ever get rubber banding in that, so I don't know, to be honest. It's just one of those things. I mean, it probably doesn't help that the both of us are connecting from higher pings. I mean, I'm, what, 230 something? 240 at least. I think you'd probably be about this, probably 250, 300 from Switzerland, so yeah, that doesn't help. Somebody told me some days ago they fixed some shit. I haven't seen warping yesterday. Okay. I did see some a couple days ago, but that might have been before they fixed it. Hey, we're getting close. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the autopilot off. There's the carrier there. Stennis traffic, Circus 1-4, 10 miles from the carrier to the east-southeast. We'll be making landing shortly, coming straight in. If they put Raphael in this game, I do nothing with my life but learn this. I don't think they're going to do that anytime soon, because the French are very, very, very opposed to letting any of their military secrets out. Even for, like, obsolete stuff, let alone current service aircraft. The French are, you know, well, French, let's face it.
Friendly 2-ship, Bra, 030,
so you have the same issue you have with the Russians, where they're not
11.
likely to release the data necessary, or they will prohibit developers from doing it, or some such thing. Okay, so as we've established, I cannot do a case 1 to save my life, so I'm not even going to try. Basically, my theory is focus on actually getting on the deck without breaking the aircraft first, and then I can work on my case 1s. There's no point being able to do a case 1 if I can't actually fly the final leg of it without breaking something. So the carrier should be roughly in our... Oh, yep, there we go, just under the wing. Ditch some more altitude. Move some airspeed while I'm at it. Now, disclaimer, I have done very little carrier flying in aircraft of any era, in any sim. I am not good at this. So, you will probably see a horrifically bad approach and a terrible landing, which I may or may not survive. I did accidentally get a 3-wire yesterday, that was nice, but I'm not expecting that I'll be able to replicate that performance.
Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra, 115 for 220 at 11,000 knots.
I feel like my tack hand's not working properly. The needle's not aligned, that's for sure. Sternus Traffic Circus 1 for final. Since I've tried to start flying on Tomcat in this, I've only done a couple of attempts at carrier landings, but almost all of them have ended badly. I have so much respect now for Navy pilots. I am at such a bad angle. The ship's fucking turning. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Friendly. F-18, 7 o'clock.
Motherfucker.
2 miles.
It looks like it's in the middle of a turn. This might be a go-around. Actually, this probably will be a go-around. We might make it. I'm pretty sure I'm too high. Oh. Yeah, no, she's wing rocking. We're out of here. See you later. How am I coming along with them dogfighting skills? Not well. Not well at all. Call the ball. Man, my eyesight is so bad, I'll be impressed if I can even see the fucking ball. Alright, is she done turning yet? See, that's what's happened. You can see the wake. The fucking ship started turning right as I came into it.
Taking off runway 30.
And now I'm trimmed way nose up from that. I probably need to get a probably need to get a new prescription on these, to be honest. I need to get them adjusted too, because they don't sit right on my face, which makes them really awkward and annoying at times. Okay. Here goes attempt number 2. I'm still pretty awkward here. I think the ship is still turning. Hook's still down. Try not to do a nuts, so I'd better make sure my gear's down. Trim nose up. Is she turning? No, she ain't. Is anyone on the deck? Someone just took off. Okay, speed brake is out. I'm way fast. Way fast. Gear, flaps.
Overlord, Bra, 114, Fort 190 at 28,000 knots.
Holy DLC in.
Overlord, pop-up group,
So I don't want it just yet.
200 at 3,000 knots. Colt 81, Overlord, pop-up group, 114, Fort 190 at 3,000 knots.
Looking alright. That'll be a one wire.
Bolter, bolter, bolter.
No, it wasn't. What are you talking about?
Colt 81, Overlord, Bra, 114, Fort 180 at 30,000 knots. Colt 81, Overlord, Bra, 113, Fort 190 at 7,000 flanking.
I think that was a one wire. I did get a 3-wire last night. But hey, any wire's a good wire as far as I'm concerned. Oh, please turn. Please turn. Don't do this to me. Oh, for fuck's sake. I still haven't worked out this nose wheel steering ratio yet. Like, I really Why are my wings still out? Because my flaps are out.
180 at 25.
I always forget to put the flaps in. Can we turn, please? I don't want to end up in the sea. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. Please. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Could always use ACLS. Yeah, but that would require me to learn how to set up the ACLS, which is probably not going to happen anytime in the near future. Please. Please, 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 turn. Come on, I believe in you. I believe in you. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, fuck. Have I got the clearance? I don't think I do. Forgive me for cheating beer here. Oh, I might. Straightened out there. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's fine. I'm fine. It's all good. Oh, I hate maneuvering this thing on the deck. Oh, it's so stressful. It is so stressful.
Colt 81, Overlord, Bra 109, Fort 180 at 11,000, flanking.
I better go around this guy, I think. Just give him some room. I'll park myself over here, I think. Kind of riskily close to the parking area, especially having seen some of the people on Georgia at War try to land. They come in at even worse angles than I do. But good enough. I don't want to block a spawn point if I can help it.
Request takeoff.
Okay. Why was my air source off? Forgot to turn the air conditioning on. Oh well. It's fine.
Chief, turn on the ground power. Chief, connect ground air supply. Request refueling. Request rearming.
Just gotta wait for the fuel, which is gonna take a while. Which is always the downside of an aircraft with long legs. So these guys are having some fun over this way by Sukumi.
Request bogey dope.
I guess they dealt with the SAMs then. Oh, hello, what's this? F5! Boom! Still filling. Right, while that's happening, I'm going to go grab a snack, so I'll be right back. You got me on the intercom? Maybe not. Hey, we got missiles this time. that over the intercom? Hang on.
This button for the ICS.
Is that working? Can you hear me? I guess I don't have it set. Hang on. I think I unbound it actually. Oh yeah, I can hear you. So you can hear me right now, yeah? Nope, wrong fucking mic. You can hear me right now, yeah? I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Just I was having trouble getting it to work when Dibbo was in the other day, so... I just got it on hot mic, so if you hear me chatting away to apparently nobody, I'm probably talking to the stream.
We're...
Say again, hold your push talk a little longer.
Like we haven't started.
Yeah, no, I had to rearm, so shut down. Also, hold your push to talk in a bit, you're cutting off. Or set to hot mic, I guess.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, SRS doesn't have like a hold period like TeamSpeak does, so bit of a pain.
This has carrier saved coordinates for the INS thing, right?
I'm not certain.
Actually, I'll have a look. Little computer thing will tell me.
Yeah, hopefully. Would be nice if we didn't
Just
have to...
make sure you got the parking brake in.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going for it.
Chief, turn off the ground power. Copy. Ground power is now off. Call State 1, Overlord, Bra 101, 4240 at 35,000, flanking. Chief, disconnect ground air supply. Call State 1, Overlord, Bra 103, 4240 at 35,000, flanking.
I think the guys that were spawning on the carriers had Patreon slots, because I had to fly out here.
I think it's still a line from when you had it up before.
Yeah, it looks like the HSD and the VDI are both working. Oh well, we will chance it.
Alright.
Nobody coming in, doesn't look like it.
Overlord, Uzi, 5-1. Request bogey dope. Uzi, 5-1. Overlord, clean.
Just double check. Still got a while to go. Yeah, I've got to get that lined up. I remember, got to get the little box lined up. Excuse me. Jeez. Touch me. Ready in the back seat?
Yep, good to go.
Better just reset my trim before I forget and have a disaster.
Did you want me to for the Stennis so we can find home base easier?
Sorry, say again?
Did you want me to set a waypoint on the Stennis so you can find it?
I think I got the TACAN set up for it, but the little needle on the compass doesn't appear to be behaving itself. The range is, just not the needle. So you can if you want. I mean, you're basically in charge of navigation, so whatever you think will make it the easiest.
I'll do it.
You have much time in the back seat yet?
In like single player stuff, a little bit, not a lot.
I have none. There's too many scary buttons and switches back there that I don't know what they do. I do want to jump into it at some point, but I want to get to the point where I can fly the thing somewhat competently first.
Yeah, I hear that. I can't do that part.
Why is there a standby flag on the altimeter? That doesn't seem like a good idea. It appears to be working, it just says standby. I don't know.
Just reset it. Just hold right click on it.
Oh, on the little... yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's a little switch thing at the bottom right.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1. Request bogey dope.
Come off the power a bit so I can save some fuel. AWACS has been really moody today. I think he's on his time of the month.
Overlord, Chevy, 3-1. Request bogey dope. Chevy 3-1. Overlord, Bra, 118 for 100 at 7,000 knots. Overlord, Colt, 8-1. Request bogey dope.
No, we're not good enough for him apparently. Do you want to try talking to him? See if he actually replies to you.
Yeah, I'll try it.
I really wish this server had fucking human AWACS on it. Back when I started playing, they were on all the time.
There you go, 114 for 150,000 hot.
Overlord, Uzi, 5-1. Request bogey dope. Uzi, 5-1. Overlord, Bra, 135 450 at 7,000 knots. Colt 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 098 for 170 at 14,000 flanking.
Whereabouts on the map would 114 for 50 put him?
Let me have a look.
I'm just going to go ahead and guess Sakumi.
Overlord, Bra, 097 for 160 at 14,000 flanking.
Yeah, it'd be about Kumi and Godada, I believe.
Overlord, Bra,
I have a suspicion that's either an SU-27 coming out of Sakumi or an SU-25 going back into it.
Colt 8-1.
At 7,000. That's usually what it is SU-25 traffic. And the occasional 27. Well, we may as well head that way. I think our alignment is slightly dicked because my pitch ladder's skewed off to one side by about a degree or two.
Request bogey dope.
Hey Lux,
Uzi, 5-1. Overlord, Bra, 166.
it should be good enough to navigate and fire weapons and stuff, it's just a bit weird. Hey, thanks for the host! So my alert is working, it just didn't go off earlier. Interesting. There we go. Now it's sitting properly. Can you see that guy on the scope yet?
on the scope. It's just got friendly contacts for here until the next 100 miles.
You might have got popped. There's a couple of guys hanging around. Get out of.
Colt 8-1, Overlord.
115 for 110.
for 110 at 7,000 knots.
I think that's going to be like mostly stuff that's coming in the landing pattern for Sakumi. I reckon.
Colt 8-1, Overlord. Bra.
Yeah, that makes sense why it's all so low.
40 at 10,000.
I think most of our action's going to be over the mountains, so I'll kind of kick us over that way. But I mean, we could just poach stuff in the landing pattern. I think all the SAMs got dealt with. I guess get rid of the missiles over the mountains first, and then if we survive that, come back and shoot up the runway a bit. Learned the Rio seat today, also know how to use the lantern pod. Well, you're doing better than me. I don't know how to use any of that shit. I barely know how to use the front seat. So credit to you. I don't have the attention span to study that much, unfortunately. Oh, I'm in the wrong fucking HUD. No wonder it wasn't aligning properly. There we go.
Colt 8-1, Overlord. Bra. 115 for 90 at 7,000 knots.
Isn't armed.
8-1, Overlord. Bra. 093.
Say again?
140 at 14,000 flanking.
Overlord, Uzi, 5-1. Request bogey dope.
Not armed.
Uzi 5-1, Overlord. Bra. 087 for 26 at 19,000 flanking.
Just double check
Overlord,
again.
Colt 8-1. Request bogey dope.
Colt 8-1, Overlord. Bra.
Yeah, that's the guy that's going to be in the landing pattern.
At 7,000 knots.
Overlord, Uzi, 5-1. Request bogey dope.
I'll head in and land a bit and just see if we can pick anything up over the mountains.
5-1, Overlord. Bra. 238 450 at 7,000 flanking. Colt 8-1, Overlord. Bra. 082 for 230 at 7,000 flanking. Colt 8-1, Overlord. Bra. 082 for 230 at 7,000 flanking.
Anybody ground. 120.
Pitch ladder's sketchy again. Slightly.
Got 3 friendlies off the nose, but that's about it.
Colt 8-1, Overlord. Bra. 093 for 120 at 9,000 flanking.
Look, Ma, no hands. Nice thing about the autopilot in level flight mode is it retains the trim.
1-2 taking out runway
So once you break the autopilot, you've still got the trim for level flight.
Overlord, Chevy 3-1. Request bogey dope.
Unlike certain
Yeah,
other
mostly other
aircraft I
aircraft.
fly.
It's just like throw it to autopilot.
26946 at 7,000 cold.
Roger that. Transporting security forces. Starting location.
So that will be Sochi off our right wing. See one of the fucking oil platforms or gas platforms or whatever they are. 2 of them actually. And from the left window, you can see an arseload of valleys. Those will pretty much all be Su-25s. And those fuckers are hard to kill.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1, request bogey dope. Colt 8-1, Overlord, clean.
What a beauty. Okay. We're actually kind of further north than I planned it to come in here. Oh, we are heading kind of further north than I planned to come in as well, actually. Looks like there's a fair bit going on around Minvordi. So that might be the place to go.
Let's give it a shot.
Colt 8-1, Overlord, clean. Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra, 0D2, 4100 at 22,000 knots.
Oh, there we go.
Looks like I'm chasing him.
It's so nice to have fuel.
Contact ahead got splashed by a friendly, it looks like.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1. Request bogey dope. Colt, 8-1. Overlord, clean.
Well, might keep heading that way for a bit, and if nothing else pops out, we can double back.
8-1. Overlord,
Oh, there we go.
0.
That's another one.
120 at 7,000 knots.
That'll be low in the mountains. Interesting.
Colt 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 088 for 120 at 7,000 flanking. Colt 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 088 for 120 at 6,000 flanking. Colt 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 150 for 90 at 26,000.
Hello!
Looks like two bandits. 80 miles.
Understandable.
Colt 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 145 for 90 at 29,000 knots. Overlord, Colt 3-1. Alpha check from Bull's picture. Colt 3-1. Overlord, Bullseye 264 for 35. Colt 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 146 for 80 at 30,000 knots. Colt 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 073 for 100 at 11,000 flanking. Colt 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 072 for 100 at 6,000 knots.
Seeing two groups on the repeater. One marked enemy, one marked unknown to our front.
148 for 70 at 30,000 knots.
The unknowns are enemy contacts, I think. Just give me 1 sec.
55 for 60 at 30,000.
Just running the AFF on it.
Colt 8-1. Overlord, pop-up group 070 for 100 at 2,000
pair of Su-25s or something flying under us as well over the mountains. But we can ignore them for now. Got the diamond.
That's hostile contact to the front.
Do we know type? We're high enough, you may as well use
No, as of yet.
PSTT.
Gotta get that camera on it.
Yeah. Flick over the TW or TCS up front. It's locked on something, but I can't see it. It hasn't rendered. Mud spike as well.
Yeah, I've lost it now.
Is that on us?
It's a launch, Sam.
Can you see it? I think that might be someone else.
It's off the nose somewhere.
I don't see any trails coming up. Famous last words. See if we can get those guys back. Be pretty close by now, I think. If they're still up. 16340.
I think.
They dived. Say again? You cut out. Okay, scan low.
South, engage them.
10,000. Got F5 nails off the nose. That's probably them.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1. Request bogey dope.
Got him locked up.
Seen? Circus 14 Fox 3.
I'm gonna launch.
I just punched it. See if you can get the other one.
Overlord, Chevy,
11 o'clock.
3-1. Request bogey dope.
Same range.
Lock him up when you can. Take the shot.
094-427 at 16,000 flanking. Overlord, Colt, 8-1. Request bogey dope. Chevy, 3-1. Request bogey dope.
I think he's going too low. I can't pick him up.
Colt, 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 089-470 at 28
Did we splash that first one? Yes, we did. Got credit for it. Good shit. Okay, 089 for 70.
Scratch that. I got something on the 1 o'clock.
Colt, 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 135-445 at 7,000 knots.
Is it that call or is it something else?
I got no idea. I missed the last.
It's 135 for 45. at 7, I think. So pretty much on the deck.
Overlord, Chevy 3-1, request bogey dope. Chevy 3-1, Overlord, Bra 111, 470 at 7,000 knots. Overlord, Colt 8-1, request bogey dope. Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra
070 for 70. I guess we'll go for him.
Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra 072, 460.
Okay.
28,000 flanking. Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra 069, 460 at 22,000 flanking. Overlord, Chevy 3-1, request bogey dope. Chevy 3-1, Overlord, clean. Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra 177, 412 at 7,000 flanking.
Wonder if that's the guy that we saw before or if that's something else. It's pretty close, but he's way below us. We're not getting any nails. It's probably another SU-25.
I got him locked up.
Lost him. It's range 52. Any friendlies about there?
A little bit further out.
And again, I'm heading over to now. Next to though.
Negative, there's nothing in front of us.
He can't be that high over the mountains though. I'm worried he's just going to dive into a valley. We'll hold it a little longer. Say like 35, 40 miles. Because he's right over the crest of those mountains.
Roger, I got him locked still. About now.
Yep, I'll let you do the honours on this one.
1,000. Roger.
Overlord, Chevy 3-1, request bogey dope. Chevy 3-1, Overlord, clean.
Looks like he's trying to evade it. He's pretty close, isn't he? 12 miles or something?
And he's going to.
No, lost him.
Yeah, give me a, I've just lost.
I'm just gonna go to fucking my radar mode. If I can pick him up. Oh, no, we tagged him.
Roger.
Request bogey dope.
Probably should use a TCS to see what he was actually doing, but oh well.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1. Request bogey dope.
Oh yeah, I see him burning down there.
Yep.
Overlord, Dodge, 4-1. Request bogey dope. Colt 8-1. Overlord, clean. Overlord, Dodge, 4-1. Request bogey dope.
Circus 1-4, all call signs, this and that. Are there any enemy SAMs left around Sukumi, or has that been cleared? I don't even know if there's anyone on that freak, but oh well.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1. Request bogey dope. Colt 8-1. Overlord, Bra, 262, 470 at 7,000. Cold.
Bunny.
Be out back towards where the carrier is sitting, wouldn't it?
Touchdown at the target location, shutting down and deploy security perimeter now.
Say again. Cut off.
Just
Yeah, cutting off again. It's kind of spotty. Sometimes you come through fine, sometimes you get chopped right out. Ah, okay. Might need to restart SRS or something.
Transport security forces, target location.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1. Request bogey dope.
alrighty, how's that now?
Sounds good.
Alright, I like it. Just got the one friendly off our nose over the water.
Take us out kind of sort of towards Sakumi. See if we can pick up anything over there. There we go. 287 for 80 at 7,000.
Roger that.
Straight off the nose, low.
Yep. Problem is there's two friendlies like right on top of him.
Yeah. Oh, if we have to, we can always get in close. I mean, Sakumi's on our way back to the carrier anyway.
Hey, friendly F-14, you're shooting friendly. This is 1-1, you're looking at friendly.
Colt 8-1, Overlord, Bra, 0.
Oh, that might solve itself, that problem.
Oh no. Oh jeez, it was only a matter of time. The guy that just pretty much
What's
just
up?
about friendly fired someone. Guess what his loadout is?
Colt 8-1,
What?
6 Phoenixes. Is that a fucking MiG-19? That is a fucking MiG-19. Or the RWR thinks it is.
Not for much longer.
Yeah.
He's smack bang in the middle of those two F-14s.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. The one coming our way is loaded up for ground attack.
Roger.
So he's got a pair of sidewinders and a Sparrow, and that's it. The other guy looks like he's fucking off.
Yep.
Oh no, he's turned back in. Oh, he's engaging an SU-25. I think he's going to try and guns kill it, which is going to be amusing. Right, is that the MiG-19 you've got locked up now?
Yep.
STT it?
Hold up one sec. I've dropped it now.
So you can pick him back up.
Overlord, Colt, 8-1. Request bogey dope.
Yep.
I really need to learn how these fucking American RWRs display. There's some significance to the rings. I don't know if they're threat rings or if they're distance rings.
The direction on them is accurate.
Yeah, no, I figured that bit, but the actual, like, which ring they're sitting in, I don't know what that means.
I think closest to the center is the deadlier the threat.
Ah, okay. That would make sense, because I initially thought it was distance, but then it's like, well, this MiG-19 is right on top of us, and he's way out on the fucking edge. We should be pretty much right over him, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah, like if he were to paint us and like, if he were to lock us up now, he'd jump to the middle ring.
We may fly right past him here.
So we can go into a knife fight and I give my neck a workout.
Yep. He may even still be on the ground, because I'm pretty sure the RWR will freak out about stuff that's on the ground, although his radar shouldn't be on if he is.
He's back that direction, which is the runway.
Could always strafe him, I suppose. Oh, no. Is he above us?
Something just detonated in the air behind us.
I think I see a speck above us. Okay. Yeah, he keeps switching. He might be directly above us, actually. I don't know if the RWR would pick that up. I see something up there, but
Got
I
a
can't tell
friendly
if it's a
Tomcat off the
star
rear.
or if it's glinting off wings. And of course, AWACS goes fucking silent.
Request bogey dope.
Looks like that other Tomcat just bombed the shit out of the airport terminal. Oop, here we go.
Colt 8-1, Overlord, clean.
Doesn't see the 19. Oh! That was a launch on us. Man pads.
Yep. Flaring.
Okay, so I guess there's still active man pads down there. Doesn't seem like there's any long range stuff though.
Overlord, Colt 8-1. Request
Still got
for
nothing
veto.
on that 19. He's somewhere behind us, but
Well, on the RWR, he keeps jumping around from one side of us to the other. Fucking AWACS is useless. See, now it's indicating he's in about our 1 o'clock, and now suddenly he's in our 9 o'clock. And now he's in the fucking...
Overlord,
Unless there's a couple of them.
request bogey dope.
But he keeps moving, he keeps flashing from one to the other.
Clean.
I mean, I'm assuming 19 is a MiG-19, right? Is there a NATO designation which is
I
SA
guess so.
19? I don't know. There might be.
I don't really know the fucking codes for the SAMs.
Yeah, I don't know the NATO ones, I only know what they're actually called. Just watch for missiles off our left. I think there might actually be a convoy or something on that road. That was where it
Roger.
came from.
Overlord, Colt 8-1. Request bogey dope. Colt 8-1. Overlord, clean.
Do a bit of a low flyby and see if we see anything.
I am ready with the flares.
Radio check.
Loud and clear.
Reach you 5x5.
Not quick enough.
Too low.
Punch out. Yeah, we were way too low on that. Didn't give him time to react to it.
Well, that was brutal.
Sure was. Wonder where he landed.
Go again, or?
I'm kind of tempted to switch planes, actually. Where did you land, anyway? Nope, wrong fucking button. I might switch aircraft. Where did you come down? I think you got out before I did.
Yeah, I think Rio gets out before the pilot.
Trying to
He was
find
just
the
north
shit.
of
I can't see
Sakumi.
it. I might actually just walk up to the gates and see if I can wander in there and do a bit of a scuffed BDA.
Just walk in with your clipboard and just start ticking things off.
Why not? Yeah, that was my bad. I didn't give you enough time to react on it. I'm actually not...
No, I was punching flares out as soon as they launched the SAM, but it's just a bad angle.
I'm not entirely sure what it was that fucked us. I don't know if it was the missile hitting us or me ripping our wings, because I fucking hauled on that stick.
I mean, the chat log says the Strela 10 SA-13 got us, so...
Yeah. Here's something starting up at Sakumi. Sounds like something in
Probably that
too.
fucking MiG-19.
Might be. Totally not cheating, by the way. No, it would be a pair of Su-27s that just spawned in at the apron and are now taxiing to take off.
Take up a pair of MiG-21s.
Fuck yeah. I mean, it's gonna end horribly, but yeah.
Whereabouts do they spawn? Let me have a look.
Probably Krasnodar. Oh, maybe Mykop? Krasnodar Center, 2 of them.
Looks like there's 2 at Krasnodar Center, yeah.
Just realised I was pressing the wrong fucking push-to-talk key the whole time. 200 IQ.
We've touched down at the target location, shutting down.
Request rearming. Copy.
Okay, now this is one I know how to start up like the back of my hand.
Rearming complete.
I'll set the nav aids for Sochi just to get to the coast. And then pick up from there. Fly to Godauta and Sakumi. That's set. Pitot heat's on. Where have I spawned? Okay, so I'm gonna go left, and then we'll use 27. make sure I'm on the right frequency on SRS. No, I'm not. Wait, yes I am actually. Disregard. Krasnodar Center traffic, circus flight of 2, taxis runway 27 for southwest departure. Krasnodar. I'm gonna go left here. Back to the good old differential braking.
Medbody and Terrace 1, inbound runway 12.
There's a crater right on the threshold, so swing left.
Roger.
Krasnodar Center traffic, circus flight of 2, entering lining up 27 for southwest departure, Krasnodar Center. Okay, flaps set, trim is set. Controls look good. Brakes on, run them up, mill power. Brakes off into burner.
Traffic and Terrace 1 making emergency landing runway 12.
Justin, I'm going to level off at about 80% and push channel 5.
Roger, channel 5. Check channel 5.
Loud and clear. I'm not sure which AWACS is on. I'm just going to cycle through for a moment till I find him.
Request bogey dope. Pontiac 3-1, Overlord.
Alright, push channel 3.
On channel 3.
Gotcha. Alright, I'm sitting about 90% power. Correction, 180.
Alrighty, on directly on your 6. I'm just gonna go into burner for a few seconds to catch up.
Bring the throttle back a bit more as well.
Roger. Quite refreshing how quick this thing is to get into and fly.
Yeah, it's great, ain't it?
I am coming up on your right hand side.
Understood. I'm going to start a gentle turn 125.
Roger. Bye, I guess.
Nice overshoot. This thing porpoises so much, even with the damper on. I'd kind of forgotten it until I started flying Tomcat.
I didn't realise that was a thing that could happen, flying the Mirage to the F-18.
Yeah, something fly-by-wire. Right, I'm in about your 5 o'clock. Oh, server restarting in 20 minutes. Just enough time for us to get there, maybe kill something, and land.
I'm gonna hold it at 600 Ks if you want to shoot past.
I'm doing about 650, 90% power.
Roger that, I'm on your right wing.
Gotta reset my track IR. Oh, I see him. Right there.
Overlord, Pontiac 3-1. Request bogey dope.
Side of him. He's trailing me. That is a big ass fire down there. Belly tank since it's empty. For some reason my F2 view has gone all wonky, like the field of view zoomed right out. Do you know how to change that?
Nope. Maybe scroll your mouse wheel up and down, is that right? Or is that just a zoom?
Overlord, Pontiac 3-1. Request bogey dope.
I'm a genius. The AWACS is actually on channel 2.
No way he's ignoring you.
I'm gonna switch over.
Overlord, Pontiac 3-1. Request bogey dope.
close up more if you want. That's Sochi, Fondos.
I'm quite comfortable here. Just for everyone's safety.
Pontiac 3-1, Overlord, Bra, 084, 4190 at 7,000 knots. Overlord, OZ 2-1, request bogey dope. OZ 2-1, Overlord, Bra, 013, 416 at 7,000, flanking. Overlord, Pontiac 3-1, request bogey dope. Pontiac 3-1, Overlord, Bra, 130, 4150 at 18,000, flanking.
Starting a gentle climb.
Roger, climbing.
Pontiac 3-1, Overlord, Bra, 128, 4150 at 15,000, flanking. Pontiac 3-1, Overlord, pop-up group 0D2 for 170 at 1,500, flanking. Pontiac 3-1, Overlord. Request bogey dope.
To get some screenshots of that.
OZ 2-1, Overlord, Bra, 22543 at 7,000, hold.
Leveling off.
Overlord, Pontiac 3-1, request bogey dope. Pontiac 3-1, Overlord, Bra, 120 for 120 at 28,000, flanking.
I wonder if he realizes I've just got the SAU on and letting the plane fly itself. Okay, So I think that's get out of there. Or is get out of, no, get out is the next point along, I think, where the green smoke is. And then past that is Sakumi. So Sakumi is the next one. Right all over my screen, as usual. Turning about 110.
Roger.
Pontiac 3-1, Overlord, Bra, 111, 4100 at 30,000, flanking. Overlord, Pontiac 3-1, request bogey dope. Pontiac 3-1, Overlord, Bra, 107, 490 at 35,000, flanking.
I think the server's going to restart before we get a chance at anything.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Pretty much at Godouta now, so I'm going to switch Freak and land there.
Roger.
So that's it off the nose. Out of traffic, Circus 1-4, currently 8 miles to the west of the aerodrome at 10,000 feet. We'll be coming in for a straight in on runway 15, Godouta. Actually, this isn't much of a straight in, it's more like a right base, but whatever. Ropey approach, a bit slow, but we'll manage. Just floating a lot, so I'll use some air brake to encourage her down. Probably should have called final. Oh well. And I came in a bit heavy there. I mean, I still had 2,000 litres of fuel left, or 2,100 litres of fuel left. Normally you'd want to land with 1,000 or less, so that didn't help. Get out of traffic. Fuck. Helps if it would be radio storm. Get out of traffic, Circus 1-4, clear all runways, get out of. Genius. Fucking genius. Right, there we go. DCS crashed because the server went down. Good shit. Oh well, I think we can call that a success. And I think I'm gonna probably end the stream there. I know it's only a fairly short stream today. Sorry about that. I'll try and make it up tomorrow. I had a couple kills in the Tomcat at least. They weren't real exciting, so they're all Phoenix kills at long range, but you know, that's what the Tomcat was designed to do. It looked really cool. Dogfighting in Top Gun and the Final Countdown, and everyone thinks of it as being that cool plane that you dogfight with, but really the F-14 was designed to kill things from very fucking far away. And the dogfighting was more of a last resort if you fuck up or get jumped kind of thing. So while I would like to brush up my skills in that, ultimately that's not what the plane's designed to do, and that's not what it spends most of its time doing, especially on servers like Georgia at War, which have persistent campaigns. And even PvP, most of the time you're probably not going to get that close. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and see who we can host. I think Shifty's streaming at the moment. Yep, looks like Shifty is indeed streaming DCS, so I will put him on host. Thanks for watching, guys.